If you're tired of chasing logo or website clients, posting on social media to hear crickets, sending cold DMs, and getting ghosted, this is for you. Because I'm going to share the 3 exact ways I consistently book 10K plus design clients without ever sending a cold message. And yes, they reach out to me first. I run a design agency that works with high ticket clients only. Our minimum level of engagement is $10,000. For context, I booked 10K, 20K, 30K packages without pitching, without job boards, and without sending a single cold DM. The client I booked yesterday is $25,000 for visual identity, logo, colors, fonts, one label, one box, and one mini website because the client has one product, so that's why it's mini. But when I first started, I thought the only way to get clients was to put myself out there like consistently sending random messages, trying to convince strangers to work with me. Like I was posting on Craigslist, posting 3 times a day on Instagram. It felt exhausting. And honestly, it didn't work that well. So I built a system that brings the right clients to me. It works consistently, it feels good, and it's allowed me to focus more on the creative work instead of chasing people down. And today I'll walk you through exactly how it works. Let's start with the first way I book high paying clients, so 10K and up design clients. Long before I had a big social media following, I started blogging. In fact, my very first hire in my design business was not another designer. It was a blogger. Their entire job was to write articles for my site that my ideal clients might be searching for. At time, I didn't even fully understand SEO. I just knew that if I kept publishing helpful, relevant content, it would bring people to my website. And it worked. Some of my biggest clients over the years found me because of a single blog post they stumbled on while searching for something connected to their business. Now I combine that blogging strategy with how I position my portfolio. Most designers treat their portfolio like a gallery of pretty pictures, but high paying clients don't hire you just because you make nice things. They hire you because you solve problems. That's why my portfolio is built like a sales tool. Every project includes the client's problem, the process we followed, and the results we achieved. If they see a case study where I helped a brand go from unknown to a major launch, they can instantly picture the value of working with me. And here's where SEO comes in again. I make sure each portfolio page is optimized for the exact phrases my ideal clients are typing into Google. I don't just have a generic portfolio page. I use specific headlines that match what they might be searching for. So I can actually show up where and when they're ready to buy. Between strategic blogging and an optimized results-driven portfolio, I've had clients reach out ready to work together, like no chasing, no pitching. And speaking of connecting with clients, that brings me to the second way I book 10K plus design clients. When most designers think about using LinkedIn to get clients, they imagine blasting out cold DMs to strangers. That's not what I do. And honestly, that's not what works. I've never sent a DM like, do you need a designer? Or something like that as my first contact. Here's what I actually do. I identify founders, marketing managers, and decision makers who fit my ideal client profile. Then I send a short, personalized connection request, no pitch, no portfolio link, just a real reason to connect. So something like, hi, I came across your brand and love what you're doing in this and that industry. I would love to connect here. And I don't do all of this by myself anymore. I have a virtual assistant who helps me manage the process so it stays consistent every week. They help with finding the right people to connect with, tracking responses, and keeping the outreach organized, which frees me up to focus on the conversations that actually matter. Once someone accepts, I don't immediately try to sell. I engage with their content. If they post about a product launch, I might comment with a design insight or congratulate them. I want my name to show up in their notifications for the right reasons. Eventually, I might DM them, but again, it's never a pitch. It might be an idea, a resource, or a compliment on something they've done. By that point, they've already seen my expertise in action, and it feels like a natural step in that relationship. This is exactly how I've had people reach out saying, hey, I've been following your posts for a while, and I think it's time we work together. And if you want to learn how to set this up for yourself, I have something that will help. I put together a free workshop called From Crickets to Clients. It's the step-by-step system I use to attract amazing design clients. So if you're a designer who's tired of inconsistent income and ready to work with clients who value your work, this workshop will show you exactly how to make that happen. The link is in the description, or visit aventivacademy.com and you'll find it somewhere. All right, let's get into the third way I land 10K plus brand or web design clients. Most designers avoid networking because they picture walking into a room full of strangers and awkwardly handing out business cards. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. For me, networking is targeted and intentional, and I focus on one niche at a time. Let's say I want to land more restaurant clients. I don't just wait for one to stumble onto my website. I figure out exactly where those people are already spending time. So I'll go on meetup.com, Eventbrite, or even just Google restaurant owner networking event in my city. Sometimes I'll even ask ChatGPT to find events or communities for me. I'm not just looking for restaurant owners either. I'll connect with marketers who work with restaurants, food photographers, or suppliers in the food industry. These are all potential referral partners. And here's the thing, you don't have to walk in like trying to sell yourself. I treat it like research. I ask questions. I learn about their business. I get curious about their challenges. If it makes sense, I'll mention what I do and share a quick story about a project I worked on in their industry. But that way, it feels like a natural conversation, not a sales pitch. And this works online too. There are Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and even Instagram hashtag communities where your niche is hanging out. I'll spend a little bit of time each week engaging in those spaces, answering questions, giving feedback, or just showing up with value. Over time, people start to recognize my name, and when they need a designer, they already trust me. This kind of niche-focused networking means you're not trying to talk to everyone. You're building momentum in one small targeted pocket of the market, and that momentum compounds fast. If you want the full system that ties all of this together, watch my free workshop, From Crickets to Clients. The link is in the description. Okay, so here's your plan. Turn your site into a search magnet with case studies that sell. Use LinkedIn to build real connections with a light touch and a clear point of view. Turn those connections into conversations through consistent online and offline networking. If you want the step-by-step, grab the workshop, head the link below, and subscribe for more.